Okay, so the test we'll be performing today is the bike protocol test. This test is good to test the estimated VO2 max. It's also good for people who have orthopedic limitations. So, if somebody, for example, has maybe osteoporosis and can't do a lot of high impact movement, they could use this test as a great estimator to figure out their VO2 max. So what we'll do is 3-minute stages for each. I'll have the client warm up for about 2 to 3 minutes just to get adjusted to the bike. Are you familiar with a stationary bike? Okay, great. So at the end of each stage, I will use a heart rate monitor to record their heart rate, and I'll also use the rate of perceived exertion scale, in which I will ask them to attest to see how they feel. Do you have any questions before we start? Okay, so behind me we have the cycle ergometer. What I'll have my client do is go ahead and over here. We'll line up the bike seat with the top of his hip. So let's see. You should be good. Okay. So I'll go ahead and have the client go ahead on the bike. Does that feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. As you can see, his leg is fully extended, so each time he pedals, he'll have one leg fully extended. So again, just a recap of this test. It'll be 2 to 3 minutes, or 2-3 minute warm up that I'll put the client through. 3-minute stages. The heart rate will be recorded within the last 10 seconds of each stage. The RPE will be taken around 30 seconds toward the end of each stage. Of course, I'll monitor the symptoms just to make sure if he's about to pass out or he's getting lightheaded. We'll stop the test. And at the end of the test, we'll also have a cool down for the client so that he doesn't pass out, and we'll wait until his heart rate goes below 120 beats per minute. Okay, so right now I'm going to put the client through a 2 to 3 minute warm up just to get his heart rate going and get him prepared for the test. What I'll be doing during the test is I have a metronome here in which I will use, or I'll have it going at 96 beats per minute. So this is what it'll sound like. Okay, so Lane, with this, you just need to go at the pace of this, okay? So you can do this during your warm up. So this will be considered as warm up, and he'll do this for 2 to 3 minutes, just to get himself adjusted to the test, and then we'll start at stage 1. Okay, so we're about to go ahead and start the test. One thing I have recorded down here, I got the client's age. He's 21 years old. His weight is 170 pounds. And I went ahead and got his age predicted heart rate max. So what I did was I took 220 minus his age, which is 220 minus 21. And I got 199 beats per minute. We will actually also stop the test if he reaches 85% of his heart rate max, which I calculated to be 169 beats per minute. So obviously, if the client becomes too tired to finish the test or we reach 85% of his heart rate max, the test will be over. And I actually got his resting heart rate at 67 beats per minute using, if I can find it, I used an InstaPulse. It's a tool you can use to easily get your heart rate. They just grab it with both hands. That's what we'll use during the test. So, do you feel comfortable? Do you feel ready? Okay. I'll go ahead and start the timer, and we will get you started. He just completed his warm-up. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. We're starting him off at 0.5 kilograms. And he's on the first stage. Upon completing the first stage, we'll get his heart rate, and that will then tell me which protocol that he will fall under. You've done this before. Okay, we're at minute 15. pass out or anything? All right, we're at 2 minutes. Okay, so right now I'm going to go ahead and get the clients ready to proceed to exertion. I'm going to show them the scale and see how he's feeling. Okay, so this scale, it goes from 6 to 20. 6 being no exertion, 20 being maximum. How are you feeling?
About 8.
An 8? Okay. So I'll go ahead and record that. And then 8. Okay. And now I'll go ahead and give the client the instant pulse. Keep pedaling while you do this. And I'll go ahead and get their heart rate. And I got them at about 120. Okay. So that will put my client in over the 100 heart rate. So for the second stage, we will have him at 1 kilogram. So move that up. Right there. As you can see, we have him at 1 kilogram, and this is the second stage of this test. Doing all right? Okay, we're at 4 minutes. Keep going. Sweating any? No? Okay. It's coming, don't worry.
Tough guy.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Butt hurts.
See, this ain't comfortable. Okay, we're at the 5-minute mark. Make sure you're on pace with motion. A little slow. There you go. Okay, so what is your RPE for this stage? 11? Okay. So I got his RPE at 11 for stage 2. I'll go ahead and get his heart rate now using the instant pulse once again. Okay, I got him at 129 beats per minute for that stage. Okay, so we're now at 6 minutes, so what we'll do is we're on the 3rd stage and we'll jump it up to 1.5 kilograms. So, as you can see, right here, jump it up, there we go, about 1.5 kilograms right there. And this is the 3rd stage. How you feeling so far?
Good.
Okay? That's all I can hear. Feel like a pro. No. Okay, we're at 7 minutes. Sweating any?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay. Okay. Make sure you keep both hands on the handles at all times. For safety. There you go. Doing a good job. Okay, we're at 8 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my client's RPE. How you feeling so far?
About 13.
About a 13? Okay. Okay, so it's somewhat hard. Stage 3, so I got him at 13 for his RPE. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get his heart rate. There you go. You pedal. You pedal. Okay, okay. Good jump right there. Yeah, I got him at 145 beats per minute for that stage. Okay, we're approaching the final stage. There you go. You're almost done. All right, so that's 9 minutes. And now for the final stage, we will crank him up to 2 kilograms. About right there. You got that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. All right, we're on the final stage. You can make it. Okay. Okay. Nine minutes and 30 seconds. Feeling all right? Okay. A little tired? No? Okay. 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 It's a challenge, huh? Make sure you stay in the pace of the metronome. There you go. Okay, doing good so far. Almost done. Almost finished. Okay. We're at 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Keep going. Keep going. Almost there. All right, we're at 11 minutes. Okay, so now for the final time, I'm gonna go ahead and ask my client about the RPE. So how are you feeling so far?
14.
14? Okay. Okay. So my client is at 14 for the RPE on the final stage. And then we will go ahead and get their heart rate for the final stage as well. There you go. Okay, we got a heart rate of 161 beats per minute. That. Final stage. and 12 minutes. So what I'm going to do, start your cool down phase, we'll go ahead and drop it all the way down to 0. Keep pedaling so you don't pass out. It's just for safety measures. You'll cool down. You can pedal slower if you need. So right now I have my client go through a cool down phase just so they don't pass out, because a lot of people, they think they can just stop this test and jump off the bike, stand up. But what happens is a lot of times they fall down and pass out. So I have my client go through a cool down, just get his body adjusted to just calming down, coming from the come down of the test, just to ensure his safety. And yeah. Okay, so the results of the test, what I did was I used an extrapolation chart, as you can see here. So what I did was for each stage, I recorded the client's heart rate. So for stage 1, I got him here, stage 2, stage 3, and 4. This will be shown through the red line. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so, upon doing so, I dropped the line straight down from the end point, and I got his milliliters, kilograms per minute at around 60, which actually puts him in a good category for this test. So, yeah, so I mean, that's really good for your age, I guess, but there's always room for improvement. Things you could do is, increase your cardiovascular exercise, start running more, bike even, and it'll really help with that test. Make sure your diet's in check, drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest. And yeah, that's about all I have for you. Do you have any questions?
Good.
All right, that's the test.